Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Road Jedi 88. We are getting into Doom 1993, Ultimate Doom. I'm playing this off my Switch. Forgive the upload as I'm having to do them 30-second increments due to not having a capture card just yet. The editing process sometimes causes it to look a little choppy, but I'm doing my best. So we're going to go into episode Knee Deep in the Dead on Ultra Violence difficulty. Mission Nuclear Plant. So from here we got two guys directly in front of us. We got a couple guys to our left and to our right. Shoot that barrel out to the left. It blows up a guy next to an elevator lift. You can blow up the barrel to the right as a guy has been working his way to you. Before he gets to you, you can blow him up. There might be an imp that comes out at you from the middle section, so don't be surprised. If he does not, then we will go and get him. Here's a chance to get those multiple kills. Those 3 multiple kills in one. This is an opportunity for that. It's an achievement. There's that imp that I told you about if he doesn't come out. We're going to come back down here. We're going to open this wall. In here, you have an armor piece and a backpack. The backpack doubles the capacity of your ammunition. We're going to come through the left door. Going up these stairs, there's 2 doors, but we want the left one. Go up to the top, take out the imp. You can shoot that pistol zombie through the windows, and if you're not able to kill him, he'll step out like you saw. Let's take a look. No, not cheats. Achievement. Let's take a look at achievement. We got 3 multi-kills with a shotgun. Now there's a fuel barrel up here. If you have to inch up, you can. Try not to get your head poking over that window. I kind of did. But you should be able to kill 2 zombies right there to the right. Now, like I said, there's some shotgun zombies out here. When you step out, go to the left outside. There's an armor piece. Where I'm standing right here, you want this armor piece. It's easy to miss if you don't know where to look. But these shotgun zombies, I kind of alerted them. Here's another opportunity if you still haven't gotten that 3 multi-kill with the shotgun. There are health pieces, armor items, and the supercharge. Supercharge gives you 100% health automatically. No more than 200%. There's a chain gun. There's a chain gun achievement. We are going to run 200 bullets consecutively. Do not let your finger off the trigger. Fire off until you've seen 200 bullets go down. You might give yourself maybe about another 5 or 10 extra bullet grace after the 200 mark, just to make sure you've guaranteed it. While we're firing this off, we don't necessarily have to stay standing here. We can go ahead and head back to the stairways here and go up. We have a red key card that we want to grab. Grab the armor as well as the health item, and go back to the starting room. You're probably concerned, well, we're wasting bullets now. We're still at the beginning of the game. It's not that critical of an issue, but there's Heavenly Joy. Shoot 200 bullets consecutively with the chain gun. Come back to the game and move forward. That guy where we shot the barrel, blew him up by the lift over here at the start. He was guarding a box of bullets. That imp, if you need shotgun shells, he was guarding some shotgun. We're going to come through the red key card door and take out the imps and the pistol zombies. We're going to come across the toxin. Don't just sit in it. Run across it. Hit the switch, and we've opened a wall. We can go ahead and shoot this first guy. It has sound alerted a lot of buddies. While they're on their way to us, let's go ahead and clear up the guys on the stairs. 2 imps, 2 pistol zombies. Another opportunity for multi-kill if you still haven't gotten it. By this point, the guys that are sound alerting should have heard us and should have kind of worked their way. This guy to the left, at the left corner here, he does not come out to us. We have to go to him. Anyone familiar with Wolfenstein 1991? The Nazis, a lot of times, you could be in the same room with 2 guys, one guy with his back to you, and you kill one of his buddies right behind him. and he wouldn't even hear it. And because his back is to you, he didn't see it. He doesn't even alert. He has to be visually alerted. Well, this is the same software company, Apogee id. They did the same thing with the Doom characters here. Some are visually activated and some are auditory activated. We're going to come along here, grab the armor piece and the health piece that are in the dark. This back area basically just goes in a big circle. It looks like a maze, but it just goes in a big circle. You can kill those two guys in that nook with a barrel if you want. There's that secret wall with another backpack. It does not double your ammo capacity again. What it does is just gives you some more ammo. So we're going to come along here, shoot out the guys that are back here. I think I lost a little bit of that 30-second in that upload, but I basically just went back there. There's a couple guys that get hung up in that back area. Do not shoot past the dark section when you come back here towards the imps. Shoot the barrel while it's still in the lighter section before the dark triangle, so you can sneak up on his second imp buddy, like the way you saw me do it. There was a health vial that was near the imps and the other pistol zombie. We're gonna come up the secret area, as you just saw. I punched the wall to that area. It is a secret that is activated by being hit, not open. It does open, but it only opens by being hit. So instead of wasting a bullet on it, I just punched it. I ran up here the stairs. There was at the second turn, there was a wall that opens, a secret wall with some health vials in it, and I made my way all the way up here. Here we have our chainsaw. We have more health vials. We got a barrel next to a window with an imp and a pistol zombie on the other side of the window, and we got these two pistol zombies right here. I'm trying to keep up because I play faster than I can talk. What you're doing with this imp, you can hit the switch, let the chainsaw lower. There is an achievement for 100 chainsaw kills. You can work on it from this point on if you want. It's gonna take a while. The next level, there are a lot of enemies, but they are in a cluster and in massive groups. So you might have to pick and choose when the best time to run chainsaw is for you, what you're comfortable with. Grab the health items along this path over the toxin pool. We're gonna take this secret wall to the left of the lift. We're gonna flank these guys at the left side of the pit room in the dark. We're gonna flank them at the left. You can run chain gun or shotgun. If you're still trying to get your multi-kill with the shotgun, this is a good place to do it from that flank position. We're gonna come along down here, hit the switch, go to the back. There's a health kit back here if you need it. We're gonna come down to the very bottom. This is the exit area. We're gonna shoot at these guys. Pistol zombies at 2 imps. See, an opportunity for a chainsaw if you want to start working on that, because 100 kills is 100 enemies. You gotta work that number up. So we got 100 enemies, or 100% kill, 100% items, 100% secrets out of nuclear plant. Let's go back and do speedrun on the ultra violence. One thing I did take the time to do, okay, so first of all, we have to do this level in a minute 15 seconds. Under that, the achievement that is supposed to be 8 sequential, not consecutive, but sequential levels in a row on ultra violence. Okay, so I'm having to revamp, change up my approach to the speedrun part, because as I move forward with mission 3 and mission 4, I was getting killed. Go look at the achievement and read it closely. It says not without or basically without dying. Okay, so when you're doing the speedrun, and if you're doing the campaign with the speedrun back to back the way I'm doing it in my videos, if you're following it the same way I am, you got to make sure you don't die in the campaign part as well, or the the walkthrough, You know what I mean, the 100% ultraviolence playthrough with the for the kills, items, and secrets for that aspect as well. You got to make sure you don't die in there as well, because otherwise you'll have to go back to mission 1. You start running by mission 3. You start running into hordes, and even with a shotgun, a chain gun would be more effective. So I will provide cheat codes, and I'm going to show myself from mission 3 on to mission 8 of Knee Deep in the Dead, running it through with God mode and Give Me Everything. Now, just because I put in the code for Give Me Everything, that includes giving me the keys to the doors. I'm still gonna, for those who are gonna want to try to still pursue this without the Give Me Everything code, for anyone who doesn't want to do that, in respect to you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show the path, the speedrun path, that includes finding the keys before going through those doors, out of respect to you guys. Because when you do the Give Me Everything, well, you get the keys too, you can run your speedrun even quicker running through the doors without ever having to go up and get the keys. So, but for those of y'all, and even more so for any of y'all that want to try to attempt it without the God mode even, or without any of the cheat codes, my hat's off to y'all. And I'm probably going to try to reattempt it myself later, because I've never actually tried playing it through ultraviolence without the God mode and trying to run the speedruns like that. And then I'm finding out for the first time, and after over 30 years of playing this game, just how challenging that is. Geez, no, a game for 30 years, you learn something new, right? But anyways, I'm all for that challenge too. But for the sake of getting through this walkthrough playlist, I am going to be running God mode for myself. And in respect to anyone who might actually have just as much struggle as I was, probably even more problems as me, probably struggling more than me at it, because I was able to make it up to mission 4, but I was still getting killed even at mission 4 and having to go back to mission 1. For any players who feel like that it might be a real problem for you, you don't want to have to go through that, you can actually get that achievement with God mode on and with Give Me Everything. So I'm going to provide that to y'all, and I'm going to run it myself too. So anyways, the codes are, for God mode, it is IDDQD. IDDQD for God mode. That is it. This is if you have to type it into a keyboard system. Now the Xbox and the PlayStation may not have this, but the Switch and the computers do. And the app download did not also. But for Give Me Everything or Give All, it is IDKFA. IDKFA. Moving forward. Going into nuclear plant. We're going to run to the right. We have our God mode on. We have Give Me Everything. We're going to go up the stairs. We got to get our red key card. We're going to go back down the stairs and out the door back to the first main room. We're going to run to the red key card door. Blow myself up in the face with a fuel barrel. I'm just kidding. Go through this door and up the stairs to the elevator in the back. Drop down. Watch out for the horde down below. Shoot them up. Hit the switch on the back wall to open the wall so we can come down here. And we are going to shoot up these guys. We're going to drop down below and hit the switch. That is speedrun with the God mode. Now from this point on, from mission 3 on to mission 8, without mission 9, which is the bonus level, we're not going to go there because that's not the achievement. They don't want us going there. They want us to do this from mission 1 to mission 8 sequentially. So, alright, so, yeah, from mission 3 to mission 8, I'm going to be running with God mode and Give Me Everything. We have to do it sequentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not going to the bonus level because that is considered as mission 9 in the game counting. They consider it as mission 9. Every chapter, the bonus levels are always mission 9. In Wolfenstein, every bonus level is considered floor 10. So it's just kind of the way this company did it. The gaming producers did it. So I'm going to bring y'all back to what was originally in the video for when I did the speedrun the first time without the God mode, and then from there it'll be Rage Room. Let's do the speedrun for nuclear plant first. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna run to the right. We're gonna go up the stairs. We gotta get that red key card. This is why I wanted us to grab the shotgun from one of the shotgun zombies on the way out in the last level for the speedrun for the ultraviolence. If this was on an easier difficulty, we wouldn't have to worry about this. There's a lot of guys in our way, and a pistol would just require us to have to be stalled up with 2 or 3 shots in a row. Be sure to grab health kits and armor as you go along. Armor definitely slows down the health from depleting. Keep running. We're just going straight from that key card door. We're going straight to the back, down that elevator. But flip the switch and we come down these stairs. You might have some guys in the way, but this is why I wanted us to grab the shotgun, because on ultraviolence difficulty, I knew this was going to happen. And we did this I did this in 47 seconds, which is under 1 minute 15 seconds. Congratulations. Now, I introduced in the last video a personal concept of mine that I like to do during my spare time. Or just with pent-up energy, just kind of let steam loose. So I'm not, hurting anyone around me or anything like that. But it's also kind of a recreational thing. It is not an achievement. It is not a requirement in the game. It is not a 100% walkthrough. It's just a screw-around thing, where if you have pent-up energy, you can just take it out on these demons. It's what I call Rage Room. As I mentioned before, in the last video, IDDQD is the original cheat code that you type in to a keyboard. If you have a keyboard approach on this, if you don't, then you probably have it automatically already given to you. But IDDQD is the cheat code you need to put on God mode. If you want to be able to go ahead and have like the key cards and all the weaponry, that code is going to be IDKFA for give all. But if you're actually still wanting to run the walkthrough, run the achievement walkthrough the honest way without the cheat codes, stay away from the plasma rifle and stay away from the BFG. And while yes, you could go ahead and get the BFG achievement, you could go ahead and get the plasma rifle achievement. You can go ahead and get the chainsaw achievement. Hell, there's even a cheat code if you want to look it up that gives you the berserk, so you can go ahead and get the fist fury, so you can get that achievement. You can do it under the cheat codes if you wanted to. I'm not gonna do that. For anyone who's wanting to run this honestly, in respect to those people, I'm gonna run this honestly myself. But I am gonna go ahead and still kind of show the Rage Room, avoiding those aspects that kind of crosses the line of what could be viewed as cheating against the achievement, at least. For that purpose alone, I'm not going to do it. But if you want to, you can. I mean, you can still get the achievement if you want to do it this way. But we're going to run through here. And what I do in Rage Room is I wake everybody up. I do not start shooting anyone. I just wake everyone up. I wake them all up. The only time I shoot them is if they're in my way. If they are in my way, I'll shoot them out of my way so I can keep moving. But aside from that, I'm running the map. I'm waking everybody up. I'm gonna grab ammunition. I didn't have a chain gun before. Like I said, the only cheat code I'm putting on for myself is the God mode. But if you want to have the give all, you can. If you want to do the berserk, you can find those codes online. I think I posted them in my first video of the intro to Doom. So if I had, I'm trying to remember, but I want to say I put them in that. It's been a little while since I put that video together. So I'm just running the map. I'm just simply waking everybody up. There's a lot of in-house fighting, and in comparison to what we saw in the first level, I mean, that was a small map, not hardly any enemies. As you notice, we got a slightly bigger map, more enemies. It's only going to get bigger and more wilder the further down the levels we go. So depending on what kind of pent-up energy you're feeling, you know, you can kind of choose which level you want to do a rage room on. And that's what I call it. I don't know if anyone else has another name for it. You know what? I imagine other people do this too. I don't doubt for a second I'm not the only one. Me, I call it rage room. And since I'm from Texas, there is a known thing. No, there's something, unfortunately, it is actually kind of gruesome and based on nonfiction, but has been twisted a lot, known as the Chainsaw Massacre. Sometimes, of course, I'm not going to go for that achievement just yet, because I want to run it honestly for those who want it done that way. But sometimes I'll run around with the chainsaw and just be the Chainsaw Massacre of my own in Doom. You know? But we're going to... Once I've hit every single room and I've woken everyone up, whether it's audio alert, sound alert, or visual alert, because each character are alerted in different ways. Some are alerted, some are sound. Of course, the sound ones, they're also going to be visual alerted. But, yeah, get off my lift, dude. You're keeping me from getting back to the beginning so I can start the rage. We've woken the room up, okay? Now, go back to the beginning of the level. Now you get to have your part of the rage with the room. The room's already in rage with itself. You get to join in now. But no one is where they originally were positioned when you first started, because they're all over the place now. They partly killed each other off. They're shuffled around at this point. So we're gonna run around, start finishing off whoever hasn't finished each other off. Whoever hasn't finished each other off, we're gonna finish those guys off. You get to the later episodes of the later missions with the bigger demons, like room full of demons, the big ones. Hell, you can even take this approach to fist fight the cyber demon if you wanted to, but trust me, out of experience, it's gonna take hours before you can ever bring him down. I mean, you'll be one, you gotta fight the rockets he blasts at you. Secondly, even if you could get around his rockets to get a punching on him, you're probably gonna be going at it for hours. So, I mean, if that's what you want to do, by all means, have at it. I've done it before. I was also a kid with nothing else better to do. But we're gonna come along here. Just rage on the awoken room, the room that is woken up. You know, some local towns or whatever. Okay, I gotta freeze here. There we go. Sorry about that. You know, some local towns, you know, they have places that therapists might recommend people with anger management struggles, whatever, called rage rooms. Where you go in and you just kind of go into a room and they let you just have at it with random objects that have been donated for that very purpose. You know, if you don't have a punching bag, if you don't have a AA sponsor, if you don't have a someone to talk to, you know, you just need an outlet, some redirector, so that you're not going to hurt yourself with somebody else, you know. If you don't have something like that in your local place, around you locally, but you have access to a video game, this is one way to go at it. Sometimes my wife and I would go to Halo and party with the birthday grunts. If you think about it, I mean, if you need a redirector that's like this, it keeps you out of jail, it keeps you on this side of the ground. Now, therapeutic suggestion aside, hell, even as a kid, you know, I just simply gotta have this craziness in me, you know. So I mean, even if not for that purpose, you just want to hit the level of screwing around, not take it seriously. You know, you're just even in that fun recreational mood, not for anything serious. There's another purpose to going at this. And your end score count doesn't have to be taken seriously. Not like we did with the 100% walkthrough or the speedrun. But that would be the rage room aspect to nuclear plant. Next is Toxin Refinery. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below. And I will see you there. Thank you for following.